Who in the cockpit? Who decide when and where you choose to shop with that hard-earned money that you use to cop this? Only 5'6", but if you're talking in the middle of the show, why is always someone leaving from the middle of the road? I don't really get it, man, I didn't really know that. People didn't think I could live up to the hype like you talking, I'm a god on the mic. I'm really 5'5.5", but larger than life, I'm on the block like yeah, I mean, all up in the spotlight. Yeah, I mean, never got a ring though. Yeah, I mean, still Hall of Fame though. Yeah, I mean, you gotta respect that. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gotta stress that. Yeah, I mean, if you talking about a list, then I'm looking top 3. Give a about a league, ain't nobody like me. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean.
Hey, when it come to you, issue with trust. Won't let no one get a piece of your love. Yeah, base it on loyalty, base it on us. I ain't the picture perfect type, but I'm making it up. You say you want a bad flip it, I can't get enough. I'm rich alone, but when I'm with you, I'm bitter as forbidden fruit on apple juice. Can I sip on the cup? Mix it with some. You chosen.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. And here we can check out the story for Evan Mobley.
And guys, I think he's starting to feel the wear and tear of the season a little bit. That comes across in his rebounding numbers. They've dropped off this month. He needs that second win, and no doubt he'll get it soon.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, thank you, Kevin. Clint Capella's game is based on activity. He said, I'm going to outwork you the whole game. Maybe it's not on social media, but it's efficient. I'm not thinking I want to look nice or I want to make a nice move. I'm thinking about dominating the paint. Guys, I'm thinking about dominating sideline reporting.
You already do. You and he are winning players. David, thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. And in at the forward positions, Hunter and Collins. At the guard position. Positions, Young and Herter. And it's Capella in at center. And for the Cavaliers, they've got Markkanen. Arlinda's out there with LeVert. Then it's Okoro. And it's Mobley in at the center, filling out the middle. Should be a very tactical game tonight. Both teams Greg relying on execution in the half court.
Yeah, and that requires ball movement, player movement. You can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Marketing.
Here's Young from the arc. Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers on offense. It's a three-point game. Here's Okoro. Here's Markkanen. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Capella. Collins setting the pick for Young. The three. Another miss by Young. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Garland. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
John Collins.
So it's the Hawks now. Capella, the pass to Young. Drills it from outside.
Trae Young.
Slick shot from Trae Young off the pass. He doesn't waste any time putting it up.
In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star Game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Already one of the best shooting bigs in the league. Marketing matches threes.
Took him no time at all on that one. Young's got 9.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
There's the call on Kevin Huerter. That is his first foul of the game. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that Mobile 1 block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Markkanen kicks to Garland. To the paint. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. LeVert with it. And guarded by Capella. 4 on the shot clock. And it's LeVert missing.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Pass to Capella. Young for 3. Trains the three-pointer. 12 points for him.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Now, Okoro. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now we have the game.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Nice move. He stepped back and cast it up.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Clint Capella. 4th in rebounding, 7th in field goal percentage, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebounding. Now, here's Okoro to end the run, and Capella sends it back.
What you like about Capella as a shot blocker is the patience. He waits until the shooter commits.
It's time for T-shirts. Fans, your powerhouse dance team.
Moves checked in for Atlanta. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Kevin Huerter. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Garland with the bucket.
Yes, smart choice. I really like that play.
The Hawks leading by 7. Young outside. And it's Bogdanovic in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here. Have the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
I totally agree. They just can't be stopped. They're just firing on all cylinders.
And here is Markkanen. Following the three from Bogdan Bogdanovic. No good on that one.
2 minutes.
Capella with a screen on LeVert. Carries it from three-point range. Young's got 18 points in the game.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
There's Garland. Tries yet again. And the layup is up and in.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They lead by 11. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
A nice shot by LeVert.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
Capella with a screen on Garland. And the dunk by Capella.
Look at that athletic play by Clint Capella, leaping up with enough airtime to grab it and slam it.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. The drive by Garland. LeVert with a wide-open look. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. 8 points for him.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Okoro passes to Markkanen. Okoro kicks to Markkanen. Beyond the arc. And no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, and you could see the crowd's reaction with every make. It wasn't pretty.
And Bogdanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Hawks.
Now here's LeVert. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight. And has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We come back right after this.
All right, look who's coming onto the court.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
They've got Garland. Kevin Love out there with Markkanen. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Stevens in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Garland, that's in there. Love with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Darius Garland. Last game for the Cavaliers, they picked up the W against Milwaukee.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
Greg, let me tell you a little known fact about Kevin Love. He played Little League Baseball with Klay Thompson. They've been friends since they were 8.
Imagine if they were teaming up on the court instead of the diamond. Even at 8 years old, that's an inside-out combo that probably could have dominated some high school teams.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. After making the finals 4 straight years from 2015 to 2018, there have been some lean years lately for the Cavaliers. Over the last 3 seasons, they've only won a couple more games than they did in a single season, their title season of 2016. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff says the losing is tough on everybody, but I look forward to the journey ahead. Kevin, back to you.
What do they say, D.A.? The journey is the reward. Thanks. Mobley, he's checked in for Cleveland. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Hawks. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Here's Garland. Rebound by the Hawks. Cabela's got his 4th rebound in this one. Gallinari on the wing. The tray. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Gallinari's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Garland, the pass to LeVert. Garland with the screen for LeVert. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Gallinari, a screen on Garland. Young drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 23.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time.
Second team foul.
That's his first foul.
Coming onto the floor.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Osman's checked in, and a change for the Hawks. Collins checked in for Gallinari. Here's Garland. The slam dunk by Garland.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
And I imagine this is a really tough stretch of the season, Steve, for teams that are on the outside of the playoff picture looking in.
Kevin, it is, but no player in this league is going to quit on the season. They're out there to compete, no matter what the standings are.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now, here is Young. He's coming off a 28-point game against Houston.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
Who wants a T-shirt? Fans, your powerhouse dance team.
He's checked in for Karis LeVert. And with the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard showing us this month's top passers. Trae Young on top. In the 3rd spot, Darius Garland.
If you look at the work of these two players over that period, you might have to say we're looking at the 2 best passers in the NBA.
Now here's Love. Really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. Garland attacking. Count that one. Garland's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
2 minutes remaining.
It's Young on the wing, guarded by Garland. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Hawks lead by 17.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Cleveland's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. You know, Smitty, I know it gets plenty of coverage, but Trae Young's raw talent as a scorer really is just up there on another level.
It is. Trae Young's ability to post over 40 points in a game is truly something special. It takes a ton of confidence to have nights like that. But you know he's doing it all for his team and not just for himself.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Collins. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Drills the three-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Garland against Young. High post shot. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Young for 3. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Garland with a screen on Young. Okoro passes to Mobley. Now, here's Garland. Defense is right there. Just 5 on the clock. From the top of the key, the shot no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bogdanovich wide open. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 7th assist here tonight. Well, Cleveland shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Teardrop shot. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Capella.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Young for 3, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot, guys. Kevin, how did you find success as a team scoring in the first half?
We're moving the ball again offensively. A lot of guys are touching it, trying to look at mismatches. We found a play and an action that was working for us and kind of just kept going to it.
If it's not broke, don't fix it, right? Thanks for your time, man. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Atlanta Hawks.
It all starts with their shooting, and they're on fire from behind the arc. And I can say the opposite when it comes to the other side. When there's this much disparity in three-point shooting, it usually makes a big difference on the scoreboard.
All right, now moving on to highlight 2 of the standout performers so far in the first half.
Great fight we're seeing from both these guys. Each one trying to pull his team across the finish line. You know they love this kind of a challenge.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Atlanta, Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. And the wings, Herter and Hunter. And it's Young in at the 1. Now here's LeVert, and Capella sends it back. Hunter on the wing. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Capella sets a screen for Young. Young is double. Collins wide open. He fires. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage. And let's take a look now at LeVert's numbers. His last 10 games, he's averaging 14 points a game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
Lou Williams is checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul call on the Cleveland Cavaliers.
You know, this is part of the book on defending Capella. Teams often try to make him earn his points at the line.
And he sinks the second. Now the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the 2nd player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
And a deep 3 from Young. The Hawks again can't hit.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Okoro wide open, he fires, and the 3 ball is good. Okoro's got himself on the board with 3 there. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And here's Young from the arc, the offensive rebound. Nobody near Williams. The long distance 3 is buried.
For 3.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise! Fans, your powerhouse dance team. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your powerhouse dance team.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both.
Now here's Rondo. Passes it to Markkanen. LeVert from outside. Hands it from downtown. LeVert's got 15.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor it.
Here's Young. He has 35. Capella kicks to Young. Capella with a screen on Rondo. Young's shot is good.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Here's LeVert. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Wanting to keep improving as a distributor, Young knows it's his role to move the rock.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The feed to Markkanen. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Outside for Rondo. Brown sets a screen for Rondo. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Young way outside. And again for 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. Here's Young after Rajon Rondo's bucket from deep. Good, another from 3.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
1:36 left here. And again for 3.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record books.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had.
T-shirt time! All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Powerhouse Dance Team.
Different look now for Cleveland. Kevin Love comes in for Markkanen, and it's Cedi Osman in for Caris LeVert. .127 left to play in the third. Here's Osman. He's covered by Bogdanovic. Just 5 to shoot. From downtown. Rebound, Atlanta. Wright with it.
Blocking foul called on Moses Brown. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Wright. Gallinari in the corner. Three-pointer. And Wright with the basket on the assist from Gallinari.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Pass to Love. Over Gallinari. Love with the bucket. Love's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, some big guys look a little off balance operating from the mid-range. Love is rock solid.
Wright finds Bogdanovic. No good on the 3. The Cavaliers have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Stevens, the pass to Brown. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside for Rondo. Just 4 to shoot. From 15 feet away, Okongwu grabs the board.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And they have been really relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. He nailed it from long range in that quarter. Winds up with a total of 4 three-pointers in the period. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Osman in at the forward with Love joining him. Okoro out there with Darius Garland. And it's Mobley in at the 5 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. It's good from long range.
So many players who are stretch 4s are now going into stretch 5s. Kevin Love, with his versatility, he can do both.
Now here's Wright. Here's Jang. And he converts the layup.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Mobley kicks to Okoro. The pass to Love. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. Don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
From deep, Williams. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down hard.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Okoro passes to Mobley. Chalk up 2 there.
He has to show real leadership out there and take this game into his own hands because he's shooting the ball well.
Gallinari, a screen on Garland. And Wright kicks to Williams. Off target from 3-point range. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And Luwawu-Cabarrot is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Cleveland. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Young's checked in. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Shoots from 12. The shot, no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Jang with the screen for Young. And another one falls. Amazing.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Yes, that goes in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Gallinari, a screen on Garland. And again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Okoro passes to Mobley. He dishes it to Garland. Elbow shot. And he drops that one in. Garland's got 19 points.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
To the wing right side. Here's Osman. Not going to go that time. Good D by Williams. Young with the ball. Garland picks him up. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. That'll put Trae Young on the line. It goes on Isaac Okoro. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They've turned in a fantastic performance from 3-point range. That's been a weapon for them all game.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
Here's Young after the made shot from Lauri Markkanen. Over Rondo, and got it! Another basket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Pass to Stevens. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it, but at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
That one goes in.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hawks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Trae Young.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Passes to Stevens, shot from 12. A rebound by Young. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Inside, Gallinari backed in, coming off the assist from Young.
Assist from.
Yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
At the line for your Cavaliers.
First free throw is good.
Osman, 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here is Wright. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did.